here right now. Now, she has a big event this weekend we're going to talk about. She has a new show on NBC. Going to talk all about that. But suddenly, I saw you were booked on the show. I said, what's up with Amy lately? Boom.
Boom.
Find out she's in the middle of a huge story. Tomorrow, the Supreme Court is taking up the most important abortion case in decades. That's the one in Texas, if you've been following that. And Amy has filed a brief, what's called an amicus brief, a friendly brief with the court, and posted this video telling her very own personal story.
I was wise enough to know, like, I'm not ready to be a mom. And the idea of, like, oh, wow, I get to choose. But it's a big deal to become a parent. I look back at my 21-year-old self and I applaud her. And I feel so blessed that I was in a place where I wasn't shamed and I was supported. And it didn't scar me for life.
First of all, good morning. Good to see you again.
Always great to see you.
All right. You're talking about when you were 21 years old and I think a junior at Harvard when you made the decision to have an abortion. Now, it's so many years later. Abortion is an issue that is kind of on the fence with the Supreme Court right now. So what you're attempting to do here is to personalize the story. Am I getting that correct?
Right.
Okay.
So I got asked to be part of the brief. Yes, in 2007, which was the last time the Supreme Court heard an abortion case. It wasn't quite as big as this one. The anti-choice folks had some women write briefs that said, wow, I regret the decision. I wish somebody had told me because now I regret the decision. So, and that was impactful to some of the justices. So this time around, I am one of the 95% of women who do not regret that decision. So we thought, well, if we're going to tell personal stories, let's tell from both sides.
And you say that it's become demonized in a way if you choose to talk about this or have an abortion for yourself, correct?
Well, I think in an attempt, even the pro-choice side, I think in an attempt to really respect women's privacy, suddenly there was a lot of silence around it. And I think when there's silence around anything, especially something so personal, then shame and isolation creeps in. So I think there is this movement to go, it's part of family planning. 1 in 3 women have it. Men might not be aware of that, frankly.
Taking a clue from the success of gay marriage.
Well, exactly right. So I once sat down with Nancy Keenan and I said, how come marriage equality has gained so much ground and reproductive justice has lost so much ground? And she said, it's the specific stories. Mm-hmm. So for marriage equality, folks that said, gee, I don't know gay people, I don't understand it. When brave couples said, here's our story. We were together 50 years, I couldn't go into the hospital room. People, as humans, we are affected by specific stories.
And you realize that the Supreme Court is one thing, emotions are another, and politics are another. But
right.
they all get mixed together. You're in a very hot political campaign right now, where for conservative Republicans, this is an issue. They view abortion at any level as murder, so you're going up against that.
Yes, and 1 in 3 women, that's a lot of Republican women as well. So I see it as being used as a political football and very much out of touch with how it is actually used in terms of safe financial planning. It is part of women's health.
Do you hesitate to be a spokesperson for this? You're taking on a lot when you do it.
I guess. I mean, I did when I was younger, but I think that, you know, I've been with my husband 22 years. Once I became a mother, I realized, like, wow, I really was correct. It's a big deal. So to use, you know, for a slip, you mess up with contraception, to have parenthood be a punishment instead of a joy and a desired outcome seems really wrong-headed.
And you say, I mean, women always know. I remember reading a quote from you. Women just know. Women know what's right for them, even though people want to tell you what's wrong.
That's right. And I think as women, we are susceptible to shame and guilt. And I think those that want to take away reproductive justice and access have really used that. But I do believe I respectfully disagree with folks that really, I mean, there's always going to be a disagreement. The politicians are using it in a political way, and that's painful.
It's an intractable position, because if you believe that fetus has the right to the protection of the state, you have that position.
Right.
You're never going to agree.
That is intractable, but I will say there's a whole other line that Justice Kennedy has actually talked about, which is very offensive to me, which is these are to protect women. Right. So it's as if women cannot make their own decisions.
Well, in Texas, specifically on this Texas case about providers have to have lots of things like hospital privileges and the hallways have to be a certain. All
You
of
are
that.
300 times more likely to die from a colonoscopy than an abortion.
Right.
Colonoscopies are performed in outpatient clinics. It's all political.
But this is all in the name. Everybody uses the same phrase. What is it?
That's right. We're protecting women.
Protecting women.
Yeah.
And this would, in Texas, it would create what, only 5 or 10 places where this could be done in an entire state.
Right, right. It's listen, they're not going after road, but they're making access impossible.
And
so that's
Kennedy
the same
is the
thing.
guy.
Kennedy's the guy.
He's the one you want to
Yes,
convince to go.
right.
Okay.
He wrote this beautiful with the marriage equality decision. He talks about giving same-gender couples the autonomy to make profound decisions. We want to say to him, Justice Kennedy, we respectfully want women to be viewed as autonomous to make these profound decisions.
Now, you weren't coming in to talk about
No, I
There's a
know.
lot-
That was
there's a-
awesome.
There's a lot to talk about with this, but you're specifically here for a nice little place in Woodland Hills.
Right.
Talk about that.
Well, I'm here really to promote CHIMEapalooza, which is our 5th annual fundraiser for the CHIME Institute. The CHIME Institute promotes and practices full inclusion of kids of all different abilities. And until you've seen it, it's hard to even picture. But we've been there for the last 7 years, and you have a classroom with kids running around on their feet, and kids in wheelchairs, and kids using their voices, and kids using iPads, and it's really kind of the way the world should be.
This is close to your heart. Why?
So everybody's mainstreamed.
Everybody's
Yes,
mainstream,
yeah.
but given the support they need. I think sometimes in education, mainstream meaning throw a kid in there, but
Right.
you need to support them in what they need. We got there through because of my daughter, really, who has academic special needs, and I was looking around, and really the options are segregation. So if you have any kind of special need, you're over there, everybody else is over here, and I was like, segregation ain't cool. So CHIME is really,
Because they're all part of the world. They all have to deal with the world.
That's right, that's right. And the demographics of CHIME reflect the demographics
All
of the
right,
world.
CHIMEapalooza.
CHIMEapalooza, that's my new show.
That's your new show. CHIMEapalooza 2016 happening this Saturday at the El Portal Theater in North Hollywood. Showtime is at 7 o'clock. Be there, be square.
And you got a new show coming out too as well, so congratulations.
Thank
on
you.
that.
Yes, I produce Heartbeat, which is on NBC March 22nd, starring the fabulous Melissa George.
Got anything going on?
Just a few things.
And a
yeah.
couple kids, yeah.